thoroughly enjoyed these Q&As and answering all your questions. Thank you so much. Truly, everybody from around the world I love staying connected and I love staying engaged because it's important. Not only is it important, I think, for maybe I can't speak for you, but my mental stability, but I also have a lot of fun sharing these stories and anecdotes and life lessons and life lessons that I've learned over time. So switching gears a little bit, going back to my other profession, the other way I made a livelihood in the middle of the squared circle in the world of professional wrestling. This question I've been asked for years, and I am not only excited to give you my answer about this and about this man, about this human being who is a very good friend of mine, but also I'm quite proud to share this because the influence that this man has had on my career has been invaluable. And that man is Stone Cold Steve Austin. The question was asked by a fan how I felt about headlining a record 3 WrestleManias with Steve Austin and how has Steve influenced my career in and out of the ring. So let me just start with, there have been so many feuds over the years without me and Steve that, with all the top performers in the world of professional wrestling. But there has been no feud that has been a greater box office draw, and that, in my opinion, and it's so totally biased, by the way, because it's me, that actually had more X Factor heat and electricity. And sometimes you can't write it, you can't put your finger on it, but when it happens, it explodes, and it is an emotionality that you can't deny. And lucky enough for myself, for Steve, Vince McMahon, and the company of the WWE, we saw this and we embraced it and we were off to the races. Let me just start with, I had been a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, as stunning Steve Austin, his wrestling days in world class, his wrestling days in WCW, and of course up in ECW with Paul Heyman and that crew before he came over to the WWE. And I had been I was just turning heel at that time, and this was at the end of 1997. And I joined a faction by the name of the Nation of Domination. And they were great guys. We're still friends to this day. The Godfather, and then Ron Simmons and D'Lo Brown. And it was a black militant